Hello, everyone, and welcome to our NFL picks of the week. I am Jackson Sadler with my co-hosts Chase Tidwell and Callum Reeves. This is the Under the Lights podcast. Yeah, um, we have some good games, I think. Yeah, but let's. I'd say we just hop right in. Y'all got anything to say before we get into it?
No,
No, week 5 looks pretty good.
yeah, I'm
Callum's
ready, baby. I'm ready, baby.
goofy
I
goofy
need to
cheesehead,
win
bro.
because both all of our teams have a tie in the column now, so it'll be ugly for the rest of the year. So here we
Yeah.
go.
It's true.
Yeah, okay. I say let's go. Let's just hop
Thursday?
right in.
Yeah.
Vikings at Browns.
You missed
Um,
Thursday.
what is? Oh shit.
Niners at
Oh yeah, yeah.
Rams.
Niners at Rams. I have the Rams. I think they played kind of not a game that we expected. I picked the Colts to win, but they kind of kept it close with the Colts. I do think the Colts are a good team though, so I am going to pick the Rams. I don't have a whole lot of reason behind it. Yeah, the Niners didn't look phenomenal. I'm gonna go pick the Rams. Stafford's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Rams as well. Like Herb said, the Colts being able to hang in there to the very end was big for the Colts. But talking about the Rams specifically, they still look very good. Puka Nacua had a monster game. And the Niners have just been a little bit lackluster so far this year. And so Thursday night, it's at home. At SoFi, I'm going to give it to the Rams. They take the win. And it's a big win
Yep.
for the division.
Yeah, man. I'm impressed with the 49ers just because they've managed 3 wins. They've been banged up. Purdy's missed games. Nick Bosa torn ACL. Fred Warner is a little banged up. What else we got? CMC. He's playing, but he's not 100%. We got Brandon Ayuk is out. He hasn't played so far this season. But
Yep.
I'm taking the Rams. I'm taking my Super Bowl pick, or to make it out of the NFC, the Rams. I'm taking them. I think they'll win pretty handedly. Puka Nacua is a monster. That with his duo Devontae Adams, Stafford's playing like a top 3 quarterback this year. Kyron, that scheme, Jared Verse off the edge from Florida State. It's a good team. I'm taking LA.
By the way, this is being recorded Monday afternoon, so we have not watched Thursday Night Football. When this episode is out, we will know the results. But
Yeah.
yeah, those are our Thursday night picks. We're gonna head into Vikings at Browns, the London game.
It's in London, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna hop right in. I'm gonna say Browns. I'm still not. I'm gonna say Browns because of the defense. Carson Wentz had kind of a tough game. We talked about it in our other episode. 2 picks that kind of messed him up at the start of the game. I think the Browns defense, Myles Garrett, it's going to be a close game, but I think they get it done. Oh yeah, take the Browns.
Yeah, very similarly to what Herb just said. I'm also going to go ahead and take the Browns here. The Vikings have been, well, they looked pretty good at first, but then, they had an injury with Aaron Jones, and I don't think that's long-term or anything, but then you also have J.J. McCarthy, now Carson Wentz is in, and I just think that, even though they gave up 34 points to the Lions, the defense will be too much for the Vikings, and the pressure and Myles Garrett and everything will get to Carson Wentz, and the Browns will ultimately come up with the win as long as their offense can, do anything.
Yep.
Yeah, I have the Vikings. I have the Vikings for sure. Vikings have, I say it every episode, but they have one of the most balanced all-around rosters in the league. That's because they don't have a quarterback on contract. They have a rookie quarterback and a veteran that's making barely any money, so they can spread it out. And then plus, I think Carson Wentz will have a bounce-back game. Not even him. In that scheme, it's hard not to when you're an established veteran in the league. I have the Vikings winning handedly. I think the scheme is going to open up the offense for Wentz against the Browns. I think Addison's back. He played good last week. JJ is going to be good as ever. Jordan Mason's impressed me. Left tackle, Darisaw is back, one of the best in the league. I really like the Vikings, even though they lost last week, but I like them. I have them in this game too.
Yep. Okay, we'll hop into Texans at Ravens. I'm going to take the Texans, and it's because we've talked about this as well. The Ravens defense just isn't good this year. I mean, there's just problems everywhere. Bad defense matching with a bad offense, bad offensive line. I think the Ravens' bad defense will give C.J. Stroud enough time to throw the ball, and I think that it's enough time to be able to make plays. So I'm gonna take the Texans.
Yeah, I think that there's obviously a possibility that the Ravens defense plays so bad that the Texans, get a chance, but I'm still going to take the Ravens. They're sitting at 1-3, and I just can't see them falling to 1-4 with a loss to the Texans. Their offense is still very good, and I don't know. I just think that there's no way the Ravens start 1-4. They will beat this Texans team and potentially start winning some more games.
Yep.
See, I agree that there's no way they drop to 1-4, but they're banged up. They just lost one of their best defensive players for the season. They lost their best linebacker, Roquan Smith, one of the best players on the team too. Lamar Jackson, his status is in doubt. He had a hamstring injury. We don't know if he's going to play this weekend.
It's true.
We got... I don't know, man. The Texans look terrible too. This is like coughing baby versus coughing baby right now. I'll take the Ravens. Man. I'm gonna bank on them. If Lamar plays, the Ravens win. If he doesn't, Texans win. So
Yeah,
I'll
I can
take
see
Baltimore.
Yeah, okay. Heading into Giants at Saints. I'm going to take the Saints. I don't think Jackson Dart looked that great against last week whenever they were playing. I think Malik Neighbors being out for the season is a huge blow to this team. If the Giants are going to win, they're going to have to run the ball a lot, which is what their game plan was last week. I don't know. I have the Saints for those reasons.
I'm gonna take the Giants actually here. Obviously, the Malik Neighbors injury is a huge blow for New York, especially they're already switching quarterbacks this earlier in the season. But I just think that the Saints' offense is not very good. They're pretty bad, and
Likewise.
the Giants' defense will probably be able to force some turnovers, get an interception or two, and that could definitely be the difference of the game. And then also, like what Herb said, just getting Scatterboo and just running it down the throat to the Saints could be the story of this game. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Giants.
This is probably the toughest game in the week to predict for me. It's
Coughing Baby versus Coughing Baby again.
yeah. I thought you fell over. Yeah. Dude, I'm like on the spot. I've been torn over this game forever. I'm gonna go with Saints. I'm gonna go with the Saints. Kellen Moore, offensive mind. I don't know. It's so tough. It's gonna be so ugly. It's gonna be ugly.
Yep.
Oh, the Giants, man. No, I'm taking Saints. I'm taking Saints. I'm taking Saints. Easy.
Rob,
Nothing else
your
to say.
official opinion.
We're going with the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah. Okay, heading into Broncos at Eagles. Bo Nix is having a slow start to the season. It's not a secret. We're recording this before watching Monday Night Football, so who knows how he's going to play. But it's against the Bengals. So, the Eagles' offense is too efficient. They're really, really boring, but they're efficient in what they do. Yeah, I'm going to take the Eagles. I mean, I feel like it's kind of a clear pick.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty similar to what Herb said. As much as I don't like watching it, the Eagles' offense is just, it's boring, but it's efficient. It works. They get down the field, they score. And I just think that the Broncos have been kind of crappy, not really lived up to expectations this year. And they will get outclassed, outperformed by the skill of the Eagles. I'm going to take the Eagles.
I'm really tempted to take the Broncos. I think they can win in a scrappy game. The Eagles like to play scrappy ball. The Broncos, their defense is one of the best in the league. They have the best cornerback in the league, a really good edge rusher, good linebackers, really good defense. Sean Payton, one of the best coaches in the NFL for a long time. But the talent gap is there, though. I think you can't beat the Eagles in their own game. I'm taking the Eagles, sadly.
Okay. Yep.
Go Broncos.
Yeah, go
Um,
Broncos.
Go Broncos. Next we have Cowboys at Jets. Both these defenses aren't great. I feel like aren't great is
That's
kind of an
generous.
understatement.
Yeah,
Um,
it's generous. Bro. That's
I mean,
generous.
but you don't need a phenomenal defense to beat the Jets, I feel like, and I feel like Dak Prescott played a really good game against the Packers. Um, I think they get it done. George Pickens really stepped up. I think he's going to do the same this week. Yeah, give me the Cowboys.
Yeah. Once again, as Herb has said a couple times, that we're recording this before Monday Night Football, so we don't know the outcome of the Jets game. But I feel like even if they do win in pretty convincing fashion, I'm still going to take Dallas here. Dallas's offense just looked very, very good against Green Bay. Very efficient, very able to work down the field. And obviously the Jets looked really good week one, but ever since then they really haven't been able to put it all together. And so I just think it's almost comes down to a skill gap thing again here. And I just think Dallas is much better, even though their defense is pretty bad. I don't think that their defense is bad enough to lose to the Jets. I guess if they lose, it's going to be really, really close. But even if it's just offense for offense, they just go band for band, touchdown for touchdown. I think Dallas will outmatch the Jets, and they'll pick up the win.
Yep.
Yeah, the Cowboys' defense has looked terrible. We all know that. Even if the score doesn't show it, they've had minor improvement every week. The pass rush did a little better last week against the Packers. But it's still not good, man. Diggs had a bounce back game. Bland got cooked. Reddy Stewart got cooked. Kyrie Elam got cooked. It was bad.
Yep.
But the one thing I could see the Cowboys losing this game is if running quarterbacks sometimes give Dallas a problem. Justin Fields is obviously that. He has legs. But I think I'm still gonna go with Dallas, of course. I'm gonna pick them every game the rest of the season.
Yep.
Because if they have my beloved Dak Prescott starting, I'm gonna pick them. If it's offense to offense, Jets will not out offense the Cowboys. So I'm taking the Cowboys.
Yep. Okay, next Raiders at Colts. We've said this before. I think
This
the Colts.
is our Colts.
We've talked about it. I think the Colts are a good team. They hung up there with the Rams. I think Daniel Jones found a better home than New York. He's performing a lot better.
As anybody would.
Yeah, I mean, Gino also. We've said this. He's one of the bigger disappointments of the league. Didn't look good against the Bears at all. I think Jonathan Taylor is going to run through this Raiders defense. Yeah, give me the Colts.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Colts too at home. Like you said, Geno Smith has just been too unpredictable. He can play good. He can have flashes where he's good, but it's just interceptions, at least one every week. And so unless the Colts defense just gets torn apart by Ginty and he gets dozens of carries, I just think the Colts, they go out there and they contend with the Rams for all four quarters of the game. They're clearly not a bad football team, and I'm going to take the Colts at home to win this one.
Yeah, I'm taking the Colts just because of quarterback play. I mean, Geno Smith disappointed me, man. I'm just clearly off that. You can't win games if your quarterback is bad.
Yep.
Simple as that.
Yep. Next, we have another coughing baby versus coughing baby matchup. The Dolphins at the Panthers. It's really just a battle of below mid. I think the Dolphins are going to win this game. I think the Dolphins are just going to run it with A-Chain the whole time. Kind of my prediction of what's going to happen tonight versus the Jets. You just got to stop Trey Young. Don't allow them to play a game like they did against the Falcons, which Chase has said he thinks is a fluke, and I don't necessarily disagree with that. Yeah, give me the Dolphins.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Dolphins as well. This is kind of one of those games where I don't really have as much analysis on it as I would another game. And, these are both bottom 10, if not bottom 5 teams. I just think, I don't know. I think Miami might be a little better. Like he said, A-Chain, they could just run it a lot. I mean, they still have receivers. They still have, Waddle and whatnot, even if they're less prominent. But Yeah, I think Miami, even though I think Miami is very bad, piss poor, I think that they'll beat the Panthers in this one.
I'm taking Miami. They still have a bunch. They have star power. Um, but let's talk about running the game. They have some of the worst run offense in the league. A-Chain's production comes from the pass game, little whether it's a dump off or a screen or a screen. I said that twice. I mean like a bubble screen or just a normal running back screen. But I'm still taking the Dolphins. They have better players. The Panthers' defense that disappointed me, so taking them.
All right, next Bucks at Seahawks. I'm taking the Bucks. Y'all know I'm a Baker guy. Um, they hung with the Eagles. Baker did make a mistake, bad interception, but I'm going to take the Bucks. Oh, we can't hear you. Microphone's muted.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Bucks as well. They did hang in there with the Eagles, even if they didn't win. Baker still looks good, even though he has that one pick. You know, he's a gunslinger or whatnot. Seattle has looked worse than I expected them to this year.
3-1.
Yeah, I don't know. I expected them to be really good with Sam Darnold or whatnot, with how good he was on Minnesota last year. But I'm gonna take the Bucks here. I just think the Bucks are the better team, and Baker is just gonna have a big game again and get them the win.
Yeah. Shit. Sorry. I'm going. I'm gonna go with Seattle. Sam Darnold has been playing very well this season. But it's tough because I like Baker. He's been in a one. They could honestly be 0-4. That's not realistic, but they've been like their first three wins of the season was like Baker Mayfield led a game-winning drive. That's not sustainable unless you're like Devil's Magic.
Unless you're
Chiefs.
Baker Mayfield.
I can't even hate on that take because Baker Mayfield is a dog. But I'm gonna go Seattle. I've liked what they're doing. I like Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Yep.
I like Kenneth Walker. I like their team. I'm taking Seattle.
Okay, next we have Titans at Cardinals. I have the Cardinals. Titans. We've already talked about this. They asked. Good. It's a good defense that a good enough defense that pairs with the terrible offense. I think that the Cardinals are going to get it done pretty decently easy.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that this is coughing baby versus coughing baby, but it's kind of coughing baby versus regular baby.
It's kind of mad baby.
I think
Yeah.
a regular baby can be a coughing baby.
But he's not coughing.
Coughing
Oh,
baby
okay.
versus
And he's
5-year-old child.
the Cardinals
baby.
who I think are going to win this game. Yeah, the Titans just, I mean, I don't know. They're just kind of a disaster right now.
Yeah.
And I just think the Cardinals will get this one at home.
I have the Cardinals too. They just lost their lead back to a gruesome injury. Their
Yep.
run game has taken a hit since last year. They lost their run game coordinator Clayton Adams to the Cowboys. That's partially why the Cowboys have taken a leap with their run game.
Yeah.
Cardinals have looked bad. I'm gonna be honest,
Mhm.
but the Titans have looked worse. I'm taking the
Yeah.
Cardinals.
Okay, next we have Lions at Bengals. You already know how I feel about the Lions. They are my probably Super Bowl champions at this point. They're playing Burrow. When is Burrow expected to come back? I know he's not coming back this week. When is he expected to come back?
There's like 3 months.
3 months? Okay.
Yeah, he'll be out for a while.
I mean, yeah,
They're
it's a
done.
Burrowless Bengal team. I mean, I'm all
I
on
like
the
that.
Lions. Their defense looks great. I mean, Hutch is just going to dismantle alone. I think he's going to have a few sacks. I think the offense is going to excel. I think it'll be a blowout win by the Lions.
yeah,
Say it's the Lions and who?
it's the
Cincinnati
Lions and the
Bengals.
Bengals.
Oh, I know that. Okay.
Nothing would make my bye week 5 Sunday happier than watching the Bengals beat the Lions. However, it's not realistic. I'm going to take the Lions. I think the Lions will win probably, honestly, if I had to give a score prediction, I would say like 43-13 or something like that.
Yep.
I think the Lions will destroy this Bengals team as much as I'm going to be sitting there rooting for the Bengals to kill them.
Yep.
I have the Lions too. If Joe Burrow was playing, I'd still have the Lions. I mean, that defense is just terrible for the Bengals as well. I mean, it's getting better, improvement. That's the name of the game, but it's still bad. Jake Browning, he's competent for a backup, especially with the best duo in the league at wide receiver, but too much to handle. I have the Lions.
But next up we have Patriots at Bills.
You missed Washington, I think.
But did I? Oh, Commanders at Chargers. I skipped over it. Yeah, both teams are coming off of a loss. When is Jay Daniels coming back? I haven't really kept up.
He'll be
with
back.
that.
He'll be back.
You think he'll be
I'll
back?
be back for this game.
It's likely.
Yeah, I think I'm still gonna take the Chargers. I think Jay Daniels is gonna ease back into it. I think Justin Herbert is better than he played last week. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's as simple as that. I'm gonna take the Chargers.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Chargers as well. You almost look at last week as sort of like a trap game, kind of, with just also really bad quarterback play from Justin Herbert. But I don't think that this happens back to back. Even if Jaden Daniels does play in this game and he's 100%, I just don't think he's as good as advertised this year. And so even if he was as good, I still would take the Chargers with how good they played, week 1 through 3. So I'm going to take the Chargers.
Yep.
I'm going to take the Chargers, but although I do disagree, like Jaden Daniels has played pretty well this season. So has Marcus Mariota. The quarterback play hasn't been the problem, but I'm taking the Chargers. Herbert, he's a top 6 or 7 quarterback. He's a gunslinger. I like him a lot. He'll probably win he has a chance to win a division. It's 50-50 for me right now. I got the Chargers.
Okay, well, we head into this is Sunday night, right? Patriots
Patriots
at
at Bills.
I think the Bills' offense is too good for the Patriots' defense. You got to limit the pass if you're the Patriots, and the run. Really, I mean, James Cook has been playing really good so far this season. I think it's gonna be like a 3-score game. I don't think the Patriots stand a chance. Like once again, like last week, I'm taking the Bills.
Yeah, I completely disagree, actually. I'm taking the Bills, don't get me wrong. But saying that the Patriots don't stand a chance, I think, is a little bit of a stretch. Josh Allen he probably had his worst game of the season last week, but they still win by a lot because it's the Saints. I'm still thinking that the Bills will probably win by, 13, 15, 20 even. But I don't think that it's like the Bills will win 40-0 or something. I think that this could easily be like a 26 something. Like the Patriots could score more than you might expect, but I'm still going to take the Bills here.
I think there's a little hyperbole on Herb's end. Obviously, they have a chance. It's an NFL team versus NFL team, but I mean, yeah, I have the Bills. I like the Patriots a lot, but Bills, they have one of the best players on planet Earth right now. Josh Allen's a superhuman. The only way they could be better is if Dak Prescott was their quarterback, and that's okay. Not everyone has that luxury, so I'm taking the
if they
Bills.
had like Romeo Dobbs, maybe like
Dak Prescott, Romeo Dobbs, maybe elevate them to an undefeated season. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe another universe.
Yeah.
Monday Night Football.
All right. Well, heading into Monday Night Football, we got Chiefs at Jaguars. I know that Chase is big on this Jaguars team. I think the Chiefs are going to win by 2 scores. I think it's Xavier Worthy's back, and you kind of saw the effects of that against the Ravens. I think after a big win against the Ravens, they're hot. They're coming off it. I think they beat the Jaguars.
Yeah, they beat the Ravens pretty convincingly, and they're coming off a big win, but they just ran into the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are going to beat them at home in front of their fans in Jacksonville and pick up another win. Patrick Mahomes will have 9 interceptions, and they will lose to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
That is 9 interceptions. That is 300% more than Jordan Love's last wildcard game. That's a lot. 9 interceptions is a lot, Callum. You know that, right? That'd be an NFL record. That would be an NFL record.
He might even have 10.
That'd be an NFL record.
And he'll probably have like 330 yards gifted to him by the refs.
Oh man, that sounds
and
familiar. Where have I
9
heard that?
interceptions.
Maybe the last dynasty got
And
talked to
9
like that.
interceptions.
Okay.
He only likes him because
I love the Jaguars. Liam Cohen's amazing. He's one of the best offensive lines in the league. Travis Hunter, Ryan Thomas, Travis Etienne, Trevor Lawrence. Dogs.
Yep.
With that being said, I have the Chiefs to win this ball game. Patrick Mahomes is the best player in the NFL. He elevates his teammates with or without his star receivers. Worthy's back. It only makes him better. Travis Kelce is not good this year. That's kind of sad to see, but it's okay.
You know what it's from? You know who did that to him?
Because he's on a leash.
Taylor Swift.
He won the Super Bowl on leash, bro. It
but
didn't
he
have
didn't
shit
do
to do with
anything.
it.
He didn't win the Super Bowl.
He turned out for the playoffs, big bro. I had the Chiefs. I had the Chiefs by 41.
41, but I
Points.
got 41.
All right. Well, that does it with our picks. We're gonna hop into a fantasy segment, give you our fantasy starts and sits, as well as Chase gives us its bets of the week. We're gonna start off with our start and sit 'em. I'm gonna start with my starts. I have Lions defense. I am hyping this team up so much, and I feel like I'm kind of overhyping it. Lions are playing the Bengals without Joe Burrow. Why would you not start them if you have the choice? I feel like it's kind of dumb to put them in a start 'em / sit 'em because like not a lot of y'all have multiple defenses, but I feel like it's too good not to mention. My other one is Jake Ferguson, kind of like how Chase said last week. I mean, he gets a lot of targets. If you were watching the Packers game, he did get quite a few.
It's Dak's security blanket.
Yeah,
If things go wrong. That's
you're
his
playing the
go-to.
Jets with a bad defense. It would be kind of dumb not to start him. Sits. I have AJ Brown. I mean, he's on my fantasy. He's on two of my fantasy, all three of my fantasy teams. Man, he had one game where he played good. Jalen Hurts just isn't it so far this season. He looks extremely unmotivated. He doesn't go with the scheme very well. And my other sit is Chase Brown. I mean, you're going against the Lions defense, kind of like has another one. He's only had one touchdown so far this season, and it was whenever Joe Burrow was throwing to him. Joe Burrow's out. He hasn't had one since. He had like 6 points and 8 points. If you have another competent receiver, start him over Chase Brown.
Yeah, I'm going to have 2 starts, 1 sit. My first start is going to be Dak Prescott. You know, after last week's performance against Green Bay, even though they don't have a great defense, the Cowboys' offense is still great, and the Jets' defense isn't really all that. I mean, they were like, oh, their defense is so good, but they're really not all that. The Cowboys will probably put up 3, 4 or so touchdowns. They could easily be passing touchdowns. So start Dak Prescott, get a lot of points from that. My next start is going to be Cam Scatterboo against the New Orleans Saints. He had a heavy workload last week. Got a lot of fantasy points, and I think they're just going to keep rolling with him, especially against this Saints team. And so start Cam Scatterboo and get yourself some fantasy points. My sit is going to be Patrick Mahomes because he's going to have 9 interceptions, and he will give you...
I would sit him too if he had 9 interceptions. That's negative 18 points.
Negative 20 points. So make sure you sit Patrick Mahomes.
Dude, how many fantasy points is that? Minus what?
That's
It's gonna
18.
be like,
But if he's gifted 360 yards by the ref, what would you do?
Yeah, that's a good point. That is a
they
good
offset, but it's still negative points. It's ultimately still
Is it?
negative points.
Is he going to be
Probably.
touchdowns?
No.
No touchdowns?
Actually,
No
they could be out of bounds, but the ref could rule it a
360
touchdown.
yards and no touchdowns is insane.
Because he's not good.
Are we talking about how the refs gifted the Packers the win with that last second on the clock?
We tied.
We
Oh,
can't
shit,
get into
you're right.
another
Never mind, never mind, you're right,
We
never
can't
mind.
get we can't get into
Hey.
another Cowboys-Packers argument.
The refs hated both teams. Okay, we'll move on.
But yeah, make sure you start. Or you sit, Pat.
All right, Chase,
Okay.
what do you start set up?
My start is Jordan Addison. I made a mistake of sitting him last week. I thought he'd be rusty coming in the game. He fits right in with the offense. So yeah.
Yep.
Pretty simple. My bench is Tucker Craft. They have a bye week. I don't think he'll have much production. So
Yeah, that's probably
I
smart.
think you should sit him because other people could get better than you.
I mean, yeah, it
Yeah.
makes sense.
I agree. You'll probably get 0, but There's no
a
guarantee.
chance. There's a chance.
Yeah.
There's
There's a
Alright.
chance he's
Another
traded midweek.
Start Justin Fields.
50-50. It's a 50-50. Either it happens or it doesn't.
All right. Chase,
I
you got
mean,
any
yeah.
parlays?
I have
What's your-
two
what do you
picks.
cook
Take
up
the
for us?
Vikings against the spread. Take the Chiefs against the spread.
With 9 picks?
Yeah, but like, it'd be an all-time great. Like, because
I can see I can see the reel right now, bro. Callum Reeves predicts 9 interceptions.
9 interceptions.
Baiting the audience. All right. Well, yeah. Continue, Chase.
All right.
yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah. Chiefs spread, Vikings spread. If you want to dabble on that Bengals spread, dabble that on.
Dabble on the Bengals spread.
Not money line,
Yeah.
spread. Not money line, spread.
Spread.
Not money
Um,
line spread.
Yeah.
Not my line spread.
Yeah. I mean. Oh yeah. We do need to update. Our. There's an echo.
It's echoing.
Yeah, my
We do
AirPods
need
died.
to-
So.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna have a slight echo the rest of the one.
Sorry, guys.
We will be updating our rankings
Turn
now.
your volume down or something.
I did.
I had an absolutely abysmal week of first predictions for NFL. I went 4-8-1. We all
Who's in
are
first
going
place?
to have a tie, by the way. First place is Chase. He is 7-5-1. The only one over 500 actually, and then Callum at 6-6-1.
6?
Wait,
dude. If you had a loss instead of a tie, if the Packers lost,
But yeah, I went 4-8-1. Hoping for a better week this week.
you're
but
laughing.
yeah.
Like your college football picks from last episode are the most
Dude, that's
terrible
what
things I've ever
we're
seen.
thinking about college
Let's go
football.
0-8. 0-8 this week.
I'm going 8 now.
0-8. Okay, well, that about does it. We will see you next week after we discuss the games of this week and college football. And yeah, we'll see you there. See you, everyone.